Let's face it, we all adore Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, right? It's a film that lingers. But under the quirky sci-fi and dreamy visuals, it's a raw, sometimes brutal look at real relationships. I'm Daedalus, and in this video we're breaking down the emotional chaos of Joel and Clementine, the red flags, the messy communication, and why even after erasing each other, they still couldn't let go. The movie opens with Joel waking up in his quiet, dull, almost cold room. Clementine's already been erased from his memory, and right away, we see glimpses of who Joel is.
I'm incapable of making eye contact with a woman I don't know.
He's clearly an introvert, but it's more than that. Joel is scared. Scared of intimacy, terrified of being truly seen, and perhaps even grappling with depression. He's guarded, building walls to protect a fragile core. And then she bursts in, Clementine. Loud, vibrant, fast-talking, and utterly unpredictable. From the very first conversation, she's pulling at Joel's shell, trying to crack it open. She calls herself a
vindictive little bitch, truth be told.
And honestly, there's a painful truth in that. But it's also a defense mechanism. It's her way of saying, don't expect stability from me. I break things. She's impulsive, confrontational, and driven by raw emotion. She lives loudly, even when it means hurting herself or others. He is the kicker though. Joel, despite his quiet nature, has a way of saying things that absolutely set Clementine off. He might not be loud, but his words can be brutally cutting, often without considering their impact. He'll deliver a line that hits a nerve, then try to retreat. But Clementine, she doesn't hold back. She fights it head on, the only way she knows how, pouring out all her hurt and frustration. And this isn't an isolated incident. Joel has a pattern of verbal jabs. Remember when he tells Clementine?
Constantly talking isn't necessarily communicating.
That line crushes her. It feels like he's not just dismissing her words, but invalidating her entire way of expressing herself. She snaps, he apologizes, but the damage is already done. These wounds fester. Then there's this loaded moment.
I assume you fucked someone tonight. Isn't that how you get people to like you?
He says it so casually, but that line is seething with resentment and insecurity. And again, it triggers Clementine's volatile response. This reveals a crucial point about their dynamic. It's not just about what you say, but how much care you put into how your words land. And that care seems conspicuously missing on both sides. Eventually, the weight of these misunderstandings, the constant fights, the raw emotional intensity, it all becomes too much. Neither of them knows how to truly handle conflict or navigate their own deep-seated fears. So Clementine acts first. She erases Joel from her memory. And when Joel discovers this, he's devastated. But instead of confronting the pain, he opts for the same escape. He signs up for the procedure. This is their emotional maturity laid bare. Instead of talking, processing, or attempting to heal, they choose to wipe each other out. It's not resolution, it's avoidance, a desperate attempt to outrun their pain. Yet, as Joel's memories begin to disappear, something profound happens. We start to see the playfulness, the moments that felt truly light, safe, and real. We see a Clementine who was genuinely warm, a Joel who was capable of being truly open. It wasn't perfect, but it was something. And perhaps for the first time, Joel realizes with heartbreaking clarity that he doesn't want to lose her or himself. But it's too late. He wakes up, Clementine's memory erased, a blank slate. But then they meet again! Both of them erased, unaware of their past, yet somehow they're irresistibly drawn to each other. It's like their souls remember, even when their minds don't. And when the truth inevitably comes out about what they did, about the ugly things they said to each other, something happens. They don't fall apart, they don't fight, they don't walk away. Instead,
You will think of things, and I'll get bored with you and feel trapped because that's what happens with me.
Okay.
that's it. No fake optimism, no grand declarations, just honesty and acceptance. They've seen the worst of themselves and the worst of each other, yet they still choose to stay. And maybe that's what love truly is. The kind where you see someone's mess and they see yours and you still choose each other, knowing the challenges ahead. Because at the end of the day, Love isn't just a feeling, it's a decision. Eternal Sunshine reminds us that true connection isn't about finding a perfect person, but about the willingness to embrace the imperfections, both in ourselves and in the ones we love.
This is my first deep dive, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you liked this video, please consider liking and subscribing. It'll motivate me to make more analyses like this. And tell me, do you think were they meant to be, or was it a cycle they were doomed to repeat?